All right, guys, I'm going to start it off. Thanks for everyone for coming up. I want to congratulate you all to being here. Obviously, since you're here, you guys all care about you and your business and wanting to succeed. So today, I'm going to try not to waste your time. We're going to get nitty and gritty and also keeping it simple, because simple over complex is what's going to move the needle forward for your business. I know a lot of people, gurus and whatever you want to call it, they're going to try to tell you all these secrets, but when it comes down to it, it's really simple to succeeding on social media and being in front of your sphere. And that's what I'm really going to try to do for you guys today. Just break down what's working for me. I know we're going to have a couple other great speakers, and the one thing, my advice for you, if there's anything, just take one thing that you can take action on after it's all done, because there's a million ideas that might come into your head, but that you're going to start running in different directions. The one thing that helped me throughout my career growing is just really having a few things that I'm going to get really good at instead of trying to do 10, 20. So a little bit about me. Like Andy mentioned, I've been in the business 7 years. I have a team, Trophy Mortgage Group, with eXp Realty. Yeah, I mean, a lot of my business comes down to social media. I think my big explosion in my business happened when I sat down with one of my mentors, coaches, and we came down again to 3 pillars that I'll focus on, and one of those was my sphere, second was social media, and I think third one was online leads that I had at that time working. So, and then I went all in on social media, created a game plan, and I really went all in, and then obviously a lot of it was videos and all that. So let's get into it, and then so what do I click here? So the market belongs to those who markets. How are you consistently and systematically marketing to your database? The big word on here is consistently, right? If you're not consistently marketing to your database, your sphere, how do you expect to get the results you desire? In reality, like when you look at in your last 2 weeks, how many posts have you had? How many videos have you posted? Because at the end of the day, like right now, we're heading in some of the toughest market that we're going to see in the next 3-6 months. This is your time to double, triple down to how much you're posting. So, and there shouldn't be an excuse that you don't have time. We'll talk about a little bit later how to time block and do all of that, especially right now. If everyone, raise your hand if your business is down right now. All right, so if your business is down, you should have more time, right? So this should be your time to create more content and put out more content. So we'll get deeper into this. So blueprint for social media, for success in social media, these are just my blueprint. It's creating and sharing value-packed posts, video stories, and engaging with your network. And what I mean by this, it's not just posting, hey, it's time to change your clock, or happy Thanksgiving posts, right? It's really sharing. You guys are leaders in the industry, and really bringing value from the real estate side to your database, right? And you have to bring some sort of value, and also engaging with your network. Don't leave them behind. You have to, if they comment, reply back. Just make people feel heard. Consistency, how often you post. We just briefly spoke regarding this. You have to be consistent, right? How often do you post? And lastly is create an ideal calendar and time block on creating and posting your content. This is big. I think that's where a lot of agents lose in this game, is being all over the place and not being systematic with when they're gonna post daily, when they're gonna set up a time to actually record their content, when they put their scripts together. All those things, you got to be systematic. And when you have your shit together in that place, you're going to be more consistent with it's going to be actually easier. Your life is going to be easier. So how much should you post on social media? And this is, again, there's no right or wrong answer on this, but this is for me: Facebook, business profile, your personal Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I post on all of them. So when I have a video, reel, or anything, I'll repost it on all of those accounts. I'll do three to 5 times a week minimum, right? You guys should have like 1 post a day. Same thing for Instagram Reels. You got to do 3+ times a week. So that's for Facebook Reels, YouTube. So same thing. When I have a reel, I'll repost it on all those accounts. Go ahead.
Are you a guy who has business and personal, or is it all in your personal?
I have personal and business, and I'll post on my business page, and I'll post on my Facebook, because the algorithm sucks on all those accounts, and more than likely only like 20% of the people are going to see it anyway. So I'll post it on my business, and I'll post it on my personal, the same post, same context. Yep. Because at the end of the day, like if I get somebody who might see it on my business versus some of my personal, and and sometimes I'll boost some of the stuff on my business page too. So You can use app like repurpose.io. That's where you can literally put your video in, and they'll post on multiple contents at once. You don't have to post on each, like take time and post on each different social media network. And always have a story. This is a simple one. Whether it's Facebook or Instagram, post a story. Share your daily life. You know, drive into a meeting or writing an offer. Just, I mean, that's going to help again. Just reminding people that you guys are in the business.
I mean, what's your primary? Is it Instagram, or like is there?
I'd say Instagram, Facebook. These are like, because that's where my sphere is. That's where I focus on. So that I would say Instagram, Facebook. That's where I both. I post on TikTok, all of that, but Facebook, Instagram, those are my primary because that's where all my friends, family see my content.
Is everybody following Demian right now? Mm-hmm. If you're not, you should like pull up your Instagram right now. It's DEMYAN.
DEMYAN.
Last name.
Yeah, Trofimovich.
There you go. So if you're not following him, might as well. I think you're going to learn the most from other people too.
Yeah. So what questions should you ask yourself? All right. So as you guys are going to be posting or thinking about what content to post, well, what additional content am I missing that I should start producing? Maybe some of you are already posting content. Well, what other thing that you can maybe add on to? Maybe you're not posting educational videos, or maybe you're not doing video tours of properties. Like, just think on that. Or maybe you're not posting at all. Maybe this is your time to think about, what can I start posting? And you're all individuals. We're all different. You all have different personalities. Start thinking about your brand and what do you want to show to your clients? How do you want to separate yourself? Make yourself unique. How can I batch content to produce more of it in less time? This is a good one, right? So we're all thinking about, like, it's so hard to make videos. Well, where can you put it in your calendar once a week or once every 2 weeks, couple hours, where you can record these videos that then you can repost later? I'll share with you guys later my calendar and what I do to record and batch my content. But this is, again, if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. What existing content could you expand into multiple posts? So check out this site called video.ai. So if you guys are doing longer form videos, or maybe you're doing podcasts and something that's maybe 30 minutes or an hour, you can then put that in that site, and we'll chop it up in a bunch of different, it will take out the best parts of that whole 30-minute clip, and it will create reels for you, right? And then if you have maybe a 1-minute clip that maybe from 10 minutes to 11 that you talked about something awesome, you can literally plug that in there and it will create a reel for you. And the other cool part in it, it will plug in captions automatically for you. You can create different styles of the reel, everything. So this is one of the coolest AI things that I've seen come out lately. Again, saving you time, creating content automatically for you. The other thing is, like, what old content can I repost or repurpose? I think many of us done videos previously, have done listing presentations or done listing tours. Just go back. Can you repurpose some of those older videos and post them again? Right? Can you reshare them? Can you post, like, maybe you've done a video listing tour? Well, take out the audio, put a trending audio, and put like some caption about what's going on in the real estate market. Like, there's so many ways you can repurpose older content and just keep posting. I want to get you guys brain thinking a little bit. Now, tips and best practices to help your video performance. Did you hook the viewer? Obviously, the first 3 seconds are huge. I wouldn't recommend starting out, hey, I'm Becky from, whatever. Like, really get right away to nitty gritty, but then you can introduce yourself. But you really have to hook the viewer in the first 3 seconds. Add eye-catching subtitles. If you guys don't have Captions app, you guys are missing the boat. That's the best app for, if you guys been seeing the coolest captions from like all these gurus, or they're all using this Captions app. And you guys can choose different styles through this app as well. You can add emojis, pictures, you can even add songs in there, and it also does automatic zoom-ins on your video, so it looks like you have your own videographer editor on it. For every video I do, it takes me about 5 minutes to add captions, do the style I want, and like, you guys will go to my Instagram later and check it out. Like, this is what I do, and it looks like I have an editor, and I'm not paying anybody anything. I'm doing editing myself. Beef up your post captions. What I mean by this, when you guys are making posts, make sure you're adding some sort of description about what you're sharing in your reel or your post, because when people click more, they're staying on your posts longer. So that's going to bring up, keep them on your videos longer, and hopefully keep the content staying on other people's pages longer. So, and then don't neglect the comments thread. Obviously, if people comment something nice, reply back, keep it engaged, maybe even ask a question back. So the more comments are going to be there, the best chances of your video doing better on as far as the algorithm goes. So I have a typo here, but 10 real ideas you guys can start shooting right now. So number one, talking in front of the camera. This is the easiest one, is just real estate tips, question and answers, market updates. There's endless things you can do. Second one is gimbal home tours. I mean, you don't even need a gimbal now with the technology on the phone. You can literally just walk through a home tour, schedule a showing, go to new constructions, and just tour the properties and post them. Like, here's what 500,000 gets you in Woodbury, Minnesota. Boom, there's your video, right? Like, it's so easy to do. So gimbal home tours. Number three, stitch or remix other people's videos. Let's say Wyatt put out a cool video about interest rates and he thinks right now is not a good time. You can stitch his reel and say, you know what, I disagree with that, and right after his video, and you could put your own personal opinion. Or maybe Ryan Serhant shared something and you guys can stitch and add your own personal point on top of it. And that way you guys are pretty much letting other people like share their content, and you don't even have to talk as much. Towards the end you can add like, yeah, I totally agree with that, great point, whatever. But yeah, that's a number three. Yeah, it's on Instagram. Yeah, it's so when you guys scrolling through reels, you can literally then click and then you can stitch their little button. Yeah, and there's a button you can stitch. Yep, you can stitch their video. Yep, or remixes. That's what it's called, stitch or remix. You can use green screen feature. This is a great one, a really popular one. Ricky Ruth uses this a lot. Ryan Serhant. Let's say right now mortgage rates go down to 4%. Good, and there's a big article. You guys can use that article, screenshot it, use it as a background on your green screen, and just talk about it. You guys check this out. Great big news. There's a, interest rates just dropped 3%. This is the time we want to get out and buy, blah, 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 right? Like, I mean, ultimately there's endless things. You guys can have your green screen in the background. This could be maybe your listing you just sold, got under contract. In the background's the listing, and then you just sold. Check out the listing I just got under contract. So excited for my clients, and share the story, success story. I mean, there's ultimate ways you can use this, but just put your face in front of the video. Behind the scenes of a realtor. One of the things I've been doing lately that's been very, I think works great with getting people like part of your life, and I've had more views than normal, is I installed in my car is iPhone holder. And I just record myself driving and I talk about real estate. And you guys will see later, I'll share a story. And as I'm driving, I'll just think about what can I talk about? I talk about my day, talk about real estate market, share about the books I'm reading, just anything, just bring them into my life. And it's more natural because people feel like I'm on like a reality TV and someone's filming me, but it's literally me filming myself. No one's in the car. And it feels so much more natural rather than, again, me filming in front of myself and then it's more edited, right? Go ahead. No, I record it because then I mess up. I'll talk about the same thing over and over a couple times until I know I got it right, and then I'll chop it up and I'll edit. But those go well. And then again, I'm driving. I'm just like more casual, and I feel like people relate to that more because they're driving in the car, and it's more natural. And you can, I feel like, I don't know. I felt like that's been working really well lately. Hop on trends, be funny. You guys might see some trends, maybe dances. Here and there, you guys can hop on it. Some agents, that's all they do is they'll do a little TikTok dances. But yeah, you can still do that. Client testimonials. You guys, if you have you can get your clients on videos. If you do client appreciation events, if they come there, take a second, get somebody on the video, have them say a few nice things about you. Or just in general, you can read a review with a green screen behind you and then just read it out loud. That's another great idea as far as like sharing client testimonials as a reel. Instead of just posting a review, be like, wow, I remember, Justin was so amazing and he just wrote this amazing review. Read it out loud and then say, your comment about them, how much you appreciate it. Neighborhood spotlight, share if you focus on certain areas in the neighborhood or local hotspots, restaurants, whatever that may be, gyms, if you really want to start hyper-focusing and being that mayor of town. I know Darren does it well. And podcasts, right? So if you guys want to start a podcast, this is when we're talking about slice and dice content. You can start, Wyatt does a podcast. When you record yourself for that hour talking, and then you put that in that vid.ai site, you'll have like 40 reels that you can repost later because you'll be talking so much information there. So endless possibilities as far as what you can post on. So any questions on this? All right. How do I come up with my scripts and real ideas? Well, first, ChatGPT, right now, you guys, who uses ChatGPT? Raise your hand. All right, so there's no reason why right now you shouldn't be posting content, whether it's, it's right now you can literally go on ChatGPT. I'm a real estate agent. I work with sellers in this city. Give me 100 ideas, topics on what I can post videos on. It's that easy. And then from then, when you have the topics, post that topic again in there. Give me a video script on 5 tips to help sellers sell in the winter. Just throwing an example out there. But there's so many ways to get scripts. And from there, obviously you don't want to sound like ChatGPT. Who here knows when there's a ChatGPT written something? Then you have to reward it. It's like, write it. Here's the tip. I like to change it and say, write it as I'm telling it to a friend. That's going to change the language. You're not going to be as fancy and all those things. But that's a great way. Copy other agents. Do you guys think all those other agents all coming up with their own content? No. So a lot of times I'll see other agents. I follow awesome agents, California, other states. And if I see a cool script, a lot of times I'll download that script, download their video, take that script, throw it in ChatGPT. I'll tell them, rewrite it differently, reword it, make it a little bit my own, and create content from it. You can go through my videos. If you want any of my videos, I don't care. Take the script, do it word for word. I personally don't care. We all have different spheres. There's enough to eat for everybody. Real estate website, KCM, again, these are good topics that they talk about. You can literally, again, copy a whole article, throw it in ChatGPT, say shorten it, write it as a quick script for a video. And then trending topics, Facebook on lab coat. Who's on lab coat agents or other Facebook groups? There's so much stuff going on there. You can literally take any topics on there and just talk about it. So calendar time blocking. This is just one of my days, and I'm very systematic when it comes to schedule. But just focus on the purple one. That's when I post a video, 7 a.m. It reminds me to always, because I have a lot of videos in the folder, and some of them I'll post later. But at 7 a.m. I'll post a video. 8 till 10, that's when I do my lead gen time. Orange is for our teams. And then, so 1 to 2, that will be my content creation time. That's when I'll go and I'll record batch content. So in 1 hour, I can probably record 15 videos if I have my scripts ready. But for me to do that, I probably will take time prior before I go to that. Maybe I'll go to a model home. And before I go there, when I know it's in my calendar, so let's say this is a Wednesday, on Tuesday, I would probably make sure I have all of my scripts ready to go. So then when I go through them, they're all polished. I know I'm not going to keep there, messing around with my scripts. And then I go one by one and I record everything. Then I have all my videos done for the next 2-3 weeks. Because if I have 15 videos, 5 videos a week I post, that's 3 weeks of videos. That's as simple as that as far as putting out content. I would just recommend make sure you have your scripts ready, have it all in a Word document or notes. And then batch content for the following 2-3 weeks, and then it's easy. You don't have to constantly every day think about what video should I record.
I'm glad you put wake up on yours too. That's one thing you can stop every day.
So don't overcomplicate it. Be authentic. Focus on posting content consistently. Don't focus on how many likes or followers you have. That stuff doesn't matter. It really, again, I have so many people who worked with me and reached out to me who never liked any of my posts, but then when I meet with them, yeah, I've been watching all your stuff or whatever, but not once they comment or like my posts. Lots of people out there too. You guys you guys might be following. Half of them probably have fake followers. Just don't focus on you. Don't focus on other people. It's easy to see get tied up in that. And then don't forget to show your personality in life, what makes you unique. Beyond posting content, real estate content, really mix it up. Try to put your person, if you have kids, dogs, your activities, just show that you're a human as well. Now let's talk about what you need as far as to get low-cost equipment to make you famous. So what I use is for my gimbal is right there. It's DJI gimbal on Amazon, $99. And then the microphone I use right there, it's Saramonic, Blink, and again, there's millions of microphones there that you guys can get online. You can get them as cheap as $50, wireless microphone, because the sound is huge. When you guys are listening, you want to have good sound as far as when you're talking to it. And then Captions app, it's like $10 a month subscription. I think that's going to be the best investment you'll make is the Captions app. A lot of people, when they're scroll through online, you might not have a sound on. You guys know that. Right now, some of you probably been sitting here, and one of you, and just scrolling through and not even listening to me. Yeah, so this is what I would recommend to get started. You don't need much more than this to really crush it at posting content. And you guys, imperfect, consistent action outperforms perfection any day. Don't worry about looking pretty. Don't worry about like messing up words. Just really worry about putting out content daily and just getting stuff out there. I used to get so tied up on that. I remember when I started my video journey back in 2018, I think, it would take me like 2 hours to record a 1-minute video because I try to be so perfect. And I'll try to memorize everything. I'll try to be, now I bust through these videos and then I'll chop it up. Even if I mess it up, it doesn't matter. And like, again, 80% of the people won't even see your videos. So, and right now I'm gonna go through, I put together a compilation of like 10 of my reels or something. Just they're all different. So I just want to give you guys an idea as of what different reels you guys can do, and some of that kind of what I covered with you guys. So let's play. Oh, we don't have volume. But that's Captions app right there. Oh, I think it wasn't muted. All right.
Destination to sell your home, make sure you ask these 7 questions at the interview process. Number 1, how long have you been a realtor? Number 2, do you work full-time or part-time?
Mercedes.
Custom one homes.
Mercedes.
Custom one homes.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me.
We start really narrow down that criteria when we start touring houses, because at that consultation I tell them like, hey, first, I mean, obviously give me what you guys are really looking for. I'll ask them, I have a list of questions I ask. But then when we start touring the properties, I'll start asking deeper questions. Oh, you like this? Why is that important to you? 1, 2, 3 into the phone. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Drake is something. It's like this and like that, you like this. And right now, around the state fair time, we typically see the slow shift into the fall, winter markets. This is where seasonally in real
That's again the Captions app doing all those zoom-ins.
because school's starting, we got the holidays coming up, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So that's where I typically see over the last 6, 7 years where you'll find the best deals. Don't miss out on these top local events happening here in October. There's sure a lot of fun to be had here in the Twin Cities. And today I'm going to share my top 3 picks with you. Hi, I'm Damian Trofimowicz with eXp Realty and the team leader of Trofimowicz Group. First up, it's one of my favorite events that are near St. Paul, and it's an event in Stillwater, Minnesota called Stillwater Harvest Fest. Calling quick with some good news. Are you sitting down? Well, we got our second offer, and it's $295,000. 45 over list price.
I even got a fly on my head at the end, but. So yeah, as you guys seen, different variations. You know, I'm talking about bringing personal, you know, in the car, like we talked about, sharing like success stories. I mean, being as a team leader, I do a lot of stuff like sharing, like even bringing in behind the scenes, like team meetings, different stuff like that. So if you guys, any of you have like teams, like that's, I like doing that. But I mean, there's a variety of things you can do. You just got to find what works for you. Don't overthink it. Just put it out. That post that you overthink, that you think people are going to think about, that's a post you should definitely do. So Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, so what is the one thing to finish off that you will leave and take action on? The one question I'll leave you with is like, what is the one thing that you will leave and take action on immediately to grow your business? And yeah.
So again, who here actively posts reels? Raise your hand. Okay, cool. So the single easiest thing to do is buy the Captions app right now. Like that was a game changer, not even realizing it. And here's a recommendation for you too. If you're nervous about posting your first reel, create one about your family or friends or experience. So then you're not like putting where you feel like you're putting your business out there. And just jump on Facebook or Instagram. Actually, on your Captions app, you can create the entire reel.
Yeah.
Like and all that you literally do is in your Captions app, you create your reel. You can crop some videos together, some pictures, and once it's done, you save it on your phone, and then you go into Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you want to go, and you upload the entire thing, and you can do nothing else outside of put like a subject in there.
Yeah.
So it's very basic. I know like the first one or just getting started is a little nerve-wracking. I know for me, I made a commitment like 6 months ago to start doing it consistently. And like in the first 6 months between everything, I have like over 100,000 views off of we're going to have some big timers back here with millions. But I'm just meaning it's just consistency and me just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
No different than you at first, right? Like just literally the only way you're going to get good at it is by doing it. Now you can contract it out, but I think in today's world it's easier to just figure it out yourself.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's right. It's about, you can definitely hire other companies, but like the social media, you have to have your core competencies that's going to move the needle forward for your business. And I think one of them is like, social media posts. That's your brand. That's who you are. I mean, you can have here a few other like little posts that you want to, have somebody, but like emails, social media, that should be part of your business plan. The one thing I want to ask, and I know because I know that's what a lot of people typically start. Who's here, struggles to post because you fear what other people may think? Raise your hand. Well, let me ask you. Let me put this in perspective. Do you care? What would be better? Bringing a $10,000 paycheck to your family every month, by posting posts, or worrying what Becky from high school thinks? What matters more? What matters more to you? Because you got to really change the perspective of how you think, because ultimately you got to, like, if you have a kid, if you have a daughter, son, look in their eyes and say, hey, I'm sorry, I care more about Becky's opinion over bringing $10,000 more to your college fund. Like, you got to really, because honestly, who gives a crap what these, and a lot of times too, when you guys scroll, do you guys really sit there and look at someone's video and be like, just judge them? No one cares. Like, really, like, how many of you guys really stopped and like, oh my God, she used the wrong, look at her hair, like nobody really cares. So bottom line, like, just let go of those perceptions and just be you, be authentic you more than anything. Don't try to, like, because it's easy to try to be copying other people and try to, but you can take little pieces, but ultimately you're gonna be most comfortable. I have a person on my team, and when he started his video thing, like, you could tell he was just uncomfortable in videos, but as soon as he started talking, like being himself, like, you could tell, like, his views started going up. It was just easier flow. So thank you guys. Yeah, if you have any questions, you guys can scan this, and then go ahead, Wyatt.
Are you doing anything with, when you get a good video that's got a lot of engagement, are you doing any like proactive outreach, like into people's DMs, or like, how are you taking these opportunities and creating business out of them?
Yeah, so I mean, this is a little different. Like, I know Darren will talk about more YouTube, which is more like direct, business. With this, what I really found is, you're looking at this, like, it creates like long-term funnel where you're creating credibility. This is, at least for me, I know a lot of people who are coming to me, especially my sphere and everybody else, and I've gotten business, like, if I look at like the last 4 years, definitely gotten business randomly from social media, but overall it's like my sphere, my Facebook, my random people, I've gotten people reaching out to me who I don't even know who they are, but because of my consistency of posts, they see me as a credible source, as someone they can trust, somebody who's consistent, somebody who knows what they're doing, and then and then it's easier, and it's almost like you're showing them what it's going to be like to work with you before you even get there, before they even meet with you, right? So it's hard to like put like the ROI on it, but I know it's the damn good ROI. But like, it's yeah. So
cool. We'll go over Q&A in the end, guys. There's actually, thank you.
Yeah, thank
very
you.
much in the end.